Well, about a month ago, we showed you how to take tip cuttings of some of those annuals and perennials so that you could overwinter them. And today I want to show you how to propagate some of your woody ornamentals with a method known as hardwood cuttings. Now today I'm cutting a mock orange here, and I've just cut off a section of this, and now I'm cutting it in about 6-inch lengths. And the important thing to look for is to have 3 bud areas here, or nodes, in that length of cutting that you have. And another important thing that you want to do with this is to cut the bottom of the cutting flat just below the bud, and then at the top of the cutting cut it at an angle, because if you'll notice, you can't really tell which end is up, and it's very important to know that when we go to stick these. Now another important thing is the size of the cutting. You want it to be as big around as a pencil, but not any bigger around than your little finger. And you'll notice here, this cutting would be too small to cut, while this cutting over here is too large. The other thing that you want is you want to have wood that has grown this year. You don't want this large, old, woody stuff. Well, now that I've got my cuttings, I'll show you what to do next. Well, this method of propagation is one of the easiest methods that I know of. And here I've dug a trench about 2 feet long and about 8 inches deep. And I'm going to fill the bottom of this with sand to about 2 inches, and that'll just provide some drainage there at the bottom. This is important if you have clay soil like we have here. Now I'll just kind of pack that in so it's level. And then I'll take my cuttings and dip the bottom in rooting powder with the pointed end up again, and place those so that you just have the top inch sticking out above the top. Now you'll want to place these in here 4 inches apart and just line them up along the back here. You'll notice when I dug the trench, I left a flat surface on this side, and that can help support those cuttings. Now once I've got those in there, I'm just going to backfill here with soil, keeping those standing up. Now I'll fill that in, back up to soil level, and I'll want to firm that in. Now I did this with mock orange cuttings, but this will also work for things like spirea or buddleia or even forsythia, so you could try any of these. Now I just firm that up, water it in, and let these go. You'll water them throughout the summer, and by next fall you should have some nice shrubs to plant out in your yard. Well, we're all out of time this week, but thanks for joining us, and come back and see us again next week on Oklahoma Gardening.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.